Okay, Realo, we're into another game of chess. We are going to be going 10-minute games, and I assume that this is recording and that it's picking up my microphone. Indeed, it is. Patrol Dog 80, whatever. We will go with. Oh, he's going with, like, what is this, an Italian or a bishop's opening? Uh, it's probably going to be followed up with queen here or queen here. So I don't know. We just want to develop normally, right? Be it right, you know. Right. So maybe this move just to cover this pawn. We seem to only encounter like just fucking bullshit, cheap ass moves. So we could move the knight here to defend the pawn because what he's threatening, really, is Scholar's Mate, a cheap ass opening. There are other things that we could do. Potentially, we could move the pawn here. That blocks in our knight. I think we just develop normally with knight here. And that way it blocks the queen's path to this f7 pawn. My gosh, I'm drunk. Okay, yeah, we have this, which is fine. I mean, I'm just thinking about taking with the knight, actually. It's part of the, like, advantages of putting the knight out here in the first place, really, is that there's no counter play on the knight. There's nothing that can take the knight, and we're attacking the queen, so it's a threat. So he has to move the queen, and if he's not careful, this square here is what we call a forking square because it endangers. He doesn't give a shit. He just doesn't give a shit at all. I mean, I could play like a move like this, you know, like where I'm actually threatening to take the bishop, as well as the queen. He really doesn't give a toss, does he? Because if I were to play a move like this, where I'd say I go here and he takes here, he can't do that because he's going to lose the queen, right? So I go here and he does something else with his queen. He can't go here. He can't go here. He can't go here. He could go here to this h3 square, which is a bit awkward. He could go here, I believe. Yeah, or here. No, he can't go here. Just here. There's only like two squares he could move to where he's not attacked. But in fact, the move's on me, right? Do I need to even worry about that? I just take the queen, right? What am I thinking about, Rilo? What am I thinking about? Oh my gosh. I'm overthinking it. I'm over-engineering it, overthinking it. Now I can play this move and kick his bishop away, control the center. Yeah, that was a moment of insanity on my part, Rilo. Just, just fucking label it as you will. You know, too much Tame Impala, too much The Doors, too much Jurassic 5, whatever. Oh, and he moves back, you know, and I almost feel like expanding even more in the centre and creating like a metropolis outpost, mega stanchion. But this is a free pawn at the same time, so I don't really see why we can't take it. Dun, 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 dun. If the bishop ever moves, by the way, Realo, then yeah, we don't have agency. Yeah, we don't have agency over this square. So it's nice because it pins the queen, but I'm not really bothered about the knight. You know, I'm more than happy to double my pawns or take back with the queen. So this is interesting. What can we do to punish him, Errol? Maybe here because it will probably invoke him to do this, which actually it's not the worst thing. His knight will, yeah. What the fuck? Okay, does it automatically? I was going to say his knight would have this square to develop to, but this would trap the bishop. I think one more square, and it traps the bish. So not a bad move. It defends my bish, and now his bish is trapped. Do 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 do. Luckily, I mean, because if he has takes, if I took with the escabeche, it would mean I might lose my own queen. Oh mate, I've got a tactic here, Realo. This is actually pretty absurd and sickening. I think I can do this first of all. So I take a piece with check and he takes back, and then I take. I think that's the best variation. Sasha's coming around, Realo. Sasha is on his way here, and I've already had like literally a quarter bottle of whiskey, and I'm pretty fucking mullered. Um, and I have to get on the train tomorrow early doors for work, but it looks like it might be a session. A session beer. I've got in 8 beers. I've got some Stellas. I've got some Zwiek, some Polish beersies, which I'm pretty sure are mustard. You know, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Um, and yeah, he's going to be here any minute. So yeah, let's just play this one game out. And Matey's, I could do with casting, I suppose, to strengthen my position. But you know, Matey is absolutely wazzing at the nods. You know, to ah. Let's get the rook onto an open file. Or let's just challenge the bish bish. Is he going to take? Because Queenford would probably quite like to get involved. There we go. What's he going to do? This is restricted by Queenie Face. What did he take? Was that a pawn? Pawny? Let's simplify, shall we? If we can. Oh, Realo, I've missed checkmate for the last like 2 moves. No, it's not checkmate because the queen doing that doesn't make any sense. Ooh, we are quite close, I think, to getting somewhere. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I mean we're controlling all of these squares, so and we're controlling these. If we were to put him in check right now, he would actually lose. So can we put him in check? We can't put queen here because it would succumb to the knight. So what can we do? You know, what can we do? If we go here and he goes here. Do do. Oh, right, I need to be careful. Do I need to be careful? Probably not. Right here and then here. Could take. Just get rid of that rook to begin with, Realo. Okay, takes back with mate. I think this is a mistake. I think. Because I don't think he can put us in check. This isn't check, this isn't check. And essentially we basically pin the knight to the rook. So if he moves the knight, he loses the rook with devastating consequence because it's actually checkmate, I think. If our rook reaches this square, I believe this is checkmate because oh no, it's not. No. This square is available for the king, but that can easily be rectified. Really, can be completely buggerated if needs be. But he's going to have a hard time now because moving this away and I mean here he actually defends, so we take, he takes, but we end up simplifying. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, so I mean this is interesting. This square's cut off. This square is cut off. Right? I'm just contemplating if I move rook here, then this would be cut off. He would have to move here, and then we could take the knight with the queen. Is that just the simplest way of dealing with this? He could block with knight, but then we would take the knight still, so it's okay. Really, I think this is a fairly painful position for Petroli to be in. We don't wish harm upon him or his family in any way. Probably here, which is then going to force either rook or, and then this is going to be checkmate. Realo, yes. I feel bad for the opponent, Realo. I do feel somewhat bad. But on the other hand, huzzah!